Hi, I'm Jason Ward from MakingStarWars.net, and today I'm going to be talking about spoilers from Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. So if you're not following spoilers, you should check out this video now. This week I revealed in The Rise of Skywalker that Snoke is basically in a vat, a clone. There's a bunch of them, kind of phantasm-y in a way, and it opened up a lot of questions, like is Palpatine Snoke? Is Snoke Palpatine? At one point during the production, they attempted to explain how Palpatine was alive and on Exegol. There was a scene in a Resistance boardroom where Connix and Rose Tico and a bunch of other Resistance people were discussing the fact that Palpatine is out there, or Darth Sidious for that matter, and someone suggests that it's dark magic. Then Leia walks in and says that it doesn't surprise her that he's been behind all of this the whole time, and that the Sith have hidden in the shadows for 1,000 years. So it's kind of not a big deal to her. She kind of expected it. My sources say that was as big of an explanation as ever existed in any of the versions of the film. But it doesn't appear that that scene is in the current iteration or the final cut. So I'm not really expecting there to be a conclusive answer as to how Palpatine is alive, other than the fact that it's kind of dark magic and it's going to be implied that things like that happened, but it's not really going to say from what I understand. In the final film, there's a scene where Kylo meets Darth Sidious for the first time and they have a conversation, and Kylo has just found the clones of Snoke in the vats I spoke of, and he says something like, "But what about Snoke?" And Palpatine's face goes really grim, you know how he goes from that laughing at you look to I'm gonna beat you look, and he does that and he says, "I am Snoke." So what does that mean? Was it metaphorical? The sources I've spoken to say it's metaphorical. That's what they think anyways. That's the interpretation of seeing it in the film, is that it's metaphorical. He's not saying he is Snoke. He's simply saying that Snoke, he owns it. Just like when he said, "I am the Senate," he didn't really mean he was a Senate, but he was. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's one of those kind of I am the Senate moments. So it's going to imply that he controlled Snoke, that Snoke was a clone probably created to be his puppet, and that's going to be the gist of it from what I understand. I'm sure that it would be explained in other places. I've been told that there's things like a giant floating cube and all of this weirdness on Exegol to kind of make the audience start to go like, there's more at play here than we can understand, and to go with the fantasy. Stuff like that happened in Star Wars: The Clone Wars with Darth Maul, or Maul as he became very quickly. So it could go really either way. I'm not expecting there to be a really concrete explanation in the film. I hope I'm off on this one, because I would like to know, and I would like to know a genius idea that makes it all come together, but I'm not expecting it. So I would brace yourselves for that if that's something that you were really, really, really wanting badly. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Well, hello there, everyone. This is your friendly neighborhood podcaster, Iraj from the Sith List, bringing you holiday greetings, obviously, as you can tell by the silky smooth Christmas sounds in the background. I'm here to remind you that it's that time of year where you forget about yourself for a couple weeks and do something phenomenal for someone else. That's right, it's time to help support the Kessel Toy Run. Team up with the MakingStarWars.net, Steel Wars, Blue Harvest, Rogue One, and the Sith List. It's an opportunity for you to share your love of Star Wars and do something special for a child ages 1 to 12 that will be spending their holidays at a hospital. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. Starting November 1st all the way up to December 18th, you can either go to Amazon.com, look up Find a List or Registry, search the Kessel Toy Run at gmail.com, pick out some stuff, and then send it that way, or you can just pick out items that are unopened and send them via the Kessel Toy Run, 3217 Carson Street, number 111, Lakewood, California, 90712. Kessel Toy Run has become an official nonprofit, a 501c3 charity, and tax ID will be given upon request. You can find more details and more information at MakingStarWars.net. So get out there, do something great this year. Thanks for listening, and happy holidays.